If you're working as a health, fitness, or wellness professional and you have clients that are getting up to pee all night, that can be a strong indication of underlying problems that can create other health issues. So in this video, I'm going to help you understand what's going on and how to fix it. Let's get at it.
TC Hale is not a doctor and does not claim to be a doctor or licensed in any type of medical field. Don't be an idiot and use anything heard on the show as medical advice. This information should be used for educational purposes only, and you should contact your doctor for any medical advice. Now get off me.
So if a client is getting up to pee more than twice a night, this is known as nocturia. But just because it has a fancy name, that doesn't mean it's okay. You don't want to tell your client, oh, you got nocturia. Sorry about your luck. That's just the cards you were dealt. So we want to understand what's going on. And one of the biggest factors is that we don't want this disrupting their sleep. There's so many crucial aspects of health that go on while we're sleeping that we really want our clients to have a good night of sleep. So when you research frequent urination at night, you're going to find things like, oh, they got a kidney stone or a UTI or a huge old prostate or some type of overactive bladder, and that's the problem. And all of these things are certainly possibilities, but it's not the most common underlying cause. Now, one issue that we need to cover first is that it appears that high insulin has the ability to create this problem of frequent urination at night. It appears that high insulin levels have the ability to restrict the adrenals from creating a hormone that allows us to hold on to some of our water. So when that hormone can't be created correctly, the person can pee out a lot more urine. So that's a possibility, but we're going to understand why that might be a little bit confusing in just a few minutes. The most important thing to understand is this usually isn't a bladder problem. A lot of times the bladder just gets blamed for this. But Dr. Emanuel Rivisi helped us understand that the body has a natural circadian rhythm at the cellular level. During the day, our bodies at the cellular level should be in a more catabolic state, where the body is very good at creating energy and keeping us going all day. It's also good at breaking down tissues so that those can be rebuilt and repaired. And then at night, we should move into what's called the anabolic state, where the body's better at resting and repairing and rebuilding tissues so the body can be made anew again. So both of these states are great. They're both appropriate. What happens is a lot of clients will get stuck in one of these states most of the time, or they'll get pushed too far into one state. And they're not really moving back and forth between day and night like they should, like the body needs to do. So when they're stuck in one state, it can create a lot of problems. Now, in this overly anabolic state, the body will send more of its water through the kidneys and less to the bowels. So this can cause a person to have to pee all the time, especially at night when the body is in a more anabolic state. You might also see the person leaning towards constipation. Now, not all clients that are leaning too anabolic are going to be constipated, but it's very common because the body's sending most of the water through the kidneys. So the stool and the bowels get a little more dry and the stool gets harder and it gets harder to move through. So you'll see constipation a lot when someone's leaning too anabolic like this. Now there can be other causes of constipation, so in the description below this video we'll put a link to our video on constipation so you can learn more aspects of that if you have clients that are all plugged up. When a client can improve an anabolic imbalance and help the body send more of the water to the bowels and less to the kidneys, then they don't have to get up to pee 6 or 7 times a night. And they can get some actual sleep and let their body heal and repair. Now here's where the insulin confusion can come in. Insulin and eating high carbohydrates in excessive amounts are both pro-anabolic. So when someone's eating a lot of carbs and sugars and they're raising their insulin all the time, it can push them more anabolic. So now when they lower their carbs and sugars and they have to pee less, they think, oh, well, I brought my insulin down, so it made me pee less. But they may also be improving an anabolic imbalance and helping the body send more of the water to the bowels and less to the kidneys. Now to fix this issue, it's crucial to use bio-individuality. We don't want to use some remedy to fix an issue like this because we want to understand the underlying cause. So having a client pee in a cup can create a lot of solutions and give you a lot of information. So it's easy to have your clients pick up some urine pH strips at a health food store or something. And if they can pee in a cup and look at their urine pH, if it's higher than 6.2, that's one possible indication that they may be leaning too far on that anabolic side. Now, if they see that their urine pH is very low, maybe it's 5.0 or 5.2, something that's very acidic, they may have an acidic urine that's irritating the delicate bladder lining and having the bladder send the signal of, hey, get this stuff out of here. So they feel like they have to pee, but when they pee, not a lot of volume comes out. So if someone's urine is very acidic, that can cause them to need to pee a lot throughout the day, but maybe they don't pee a whole lot. But if someone's peeing a whole lot of volume and their urine pH is higher, that's usually a stronger indication of the person leaning to anabolic. What's great about looking at their bio-individuality is if you're having a client pee in a cup already, you can also have them get these 10-parameter urinalysis dipsticks, and you can get them on Amazon. They're not expensive. And if they could stick that dipstick in there at the same time, those dipsticks have leukocytes and nitrites as one of their parameters. So if both of those show up in the urine, that's a pretty strong indication that the person's probably dealing with a UTI. And now you have a piece of information, hey, maybe this is what's causing you to have to get up and pee a lot. You could also have a client just get a glucometer and check their fasting glucose. If their fasting glucose is 100 or higher, that's a strong indication that they may be leaning insulin resistant and that their body is making more insulin all the time. So that higher amount of insulin could be causing them to pee out more fluids, or the high amount of insulin could be pushing them more anabolic and pushing them more into that anabolic state and causing more water to go through the kidneys. So we really want to look at each client as an individual person, because they are. Everybody has different body chemistry, and we want to get an idea of what the underlying cause of a problem is instead of just throwing darts at the remedy dartboard. If you want to learn more about helping your clients look at their unique body chemistry, my book Health Pro Results walks you through the steps of teaching clients how to run these simple self-tests at home with tools they can pick up at a pharmacy or a health food store. And the book's available on Amazon, but I'm going to put a link in the description below where you can get the entire book totally for free. So you're going to get the whole book and it'll walk you through those processes. For now, if you do have clients that are getting up to pee a lot, they may also be having a hard time getting up in the morning. So check out our video on helping clients wake up easier. I can't wait to hear about your results.